And again, there's a lot of us in this industry, tends to be the smaller bureaus, but there's a lot of us even in mid-sized bureaus that really don't want to have room night goals, really don't want to have revenue goals, or any kind of goal. Because there is the fear that you'll miss your goal. And if you didn't have a goal, you can't miss it. Thus, you can't get fired. On the other side of the coin, if you don't have goals, somebody down the line is going to decide what that goal is for you. And then, because you can't control the goals anymore, now you're stuck. So the board needs to be in the position of setting organizational goals. Now there's also productivity goals, like room nights and stuff like that. That the board, I think, should probably approve, but those are goals that you should develop as CEOs and executive staff. You know what your staff is capable of. You know what the market's feeling like. You're on the ground with the intel that the board doesn't have for the most part. Maybe the hoteliers have a clue, but for the most part, they don't know how the association market is responding to the recession. They don't understand how, and one of the big issues that, frankly, I'm not hearing anybody talk about right now is that most meeting planners, to avoid attrition charges, are now coming to us with what was a 500 room night piece of business, and they're now saying it's 350 because they don't want to get hit with attrition, because they know that people in their group, they're going to have 500, but they know that 150 are going to book outside the block because we can and we think we're going to get a better deal. If they want to tell us that it's only 350 room block at Headquarter Hotel, great. But that means that now, last year we did 90,000 room nights. We can do 90 this year. Even if you book the same number of convention attendees, your room night totals are going to be lower. And so this is, again, my rant on I don't think room nights is where we should focus all of our attention. We've got to have more measures than that. But that's the staff goals. You set those, get them approved by the board. And go to them and explain to them, hey, it's going to be down this year and here's why. The organizational goals should be, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to land? Are we going to make sure that TIF proposal for the hotel goes through? Is that a goal for us this year, is to get that new development going? Or is it a goal for us to finally get the county off its butt and get the signage thing going? I mean, what are the organization and destinational goals? We've got to set those. And you do that through strategic planning. And this isn't a thinly veiled ad for me or any of my ilk. You need to do this kind of stuff. You need to have at least a day to a day and a half of all hands on deck, total board commitment to sit down and really look at what's possible in your community. So there's that. We know.